What if I told you that ancient Egyptians may not have built the Great Sphinx at all? What if the most famous monument in Egypt was already ancient when the pharaohs found it, and all they did was recarve its face to look like one of their kings? It sounds impossible, but once you see the evidence, you may never look at the Sphinx the same way again. According to mainstream history, the Great Sphinx was built around 2500 BCE during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre. It was supposedly carved from solid limestone as part of his pyramid complex. Simple, clean, official. But here's the problem. Some things about the Sphinx just don't add up. Take a close look at the Sphinx, that massive body, those enormous paws, and then that tiny head. Compared to the body, the head looks strangely small, almost like it doesn't belong there. Many researchers believe the head was recarved from an older, larger one, because when you recarve stone, you can only make it smaller, never bigger. The question is, what was the original head? Some suggest a lion matching the body. Others believe it may have been a much older human figure, from a civilization long forgotten. Now let's talk about the erosion. The Sphinx's body shows deep vertical weathering patterns, the kind caused by heavy rainfall. But Egypt hasn't had that level of rain for at least 5,000 years. Geologists studying the site argued this erosion could only have formed when Egypt had a much wetter climate, possibly 7,000 to 10,000 years ago. That's thousands of years before dynastic Egypt even existed. So who carved it? Here's another mystery. The Egyptians recorded everything: wars, taxes, rituals, even complaints. Yet there is no text describing the construction of the Sphinx. Not a single one. Instead, ancient inscriptions only mention restoring the monument, as if it was already old, even to them. Why record the repair, but not the creation? Egyptologists say the Sphinx's face belongs to Pharaoh Khafre, but facial comparisons are subjective. Some forensic artists argue the facial proportions don't match Khafre's statues very well. Others claim the face shows features different from typical Old Kingdom royal art. If the Egyptians did recarve the head, it would make sense to reshape it into the face of a ruling pharaoh. Power always leaves its mark. To be clear, most mainstream scholars reject this theory. They argue the erosion comes from wind, salt, and groundwater. They say the Sphinx fits perfectly into Khafre's complex, and there's no definitive proof of a lost civilization. Case closed? Or is it? Because if the Sphinx is older than Egypt, then history doesn't begin where we think it does. It suggests advanced stonework before recorded civilization. A forgotten chapter of humanity, buried beneath sand and time. So the next time you see the Great Sphinx, ask yourself, did Egypt build it, or did they inherit it? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.